How many times do you look at a work of art and think to yourself, wow, I could have done that, or a 5-year-old could have made that? All too often, probably. That's because the world of art has an open secret. Art lies in the eyes of the beholder. But what happens when you can't see the artwork at all? Does that qualify as art too? This mind-boggling question has been haunting a museum for 3 years now. We're talking about the Kunsten Museum of Modern Art in Denmark's Aalborg. In 2021, it had commissioned 2 pieces, and Danish artist Jens Hanning was paid upfront for them. How much? A whopping $86,000. He was asked to recreate 2 of his previous works, 2010's An Average Danish Annual Income and 2007's An Average Austrian Annual Income. Both works used cold hard cash and showed average incomes of the 2 countries. They gained a lot of popularity. Now Hanning was asked to recreate the concept. Instead, when he delivered the work, it wasn't quite what the museum had expected. Hanning gave the museum 2 blank canvases. Guess what they were titled? Take the money and run. The museum had mixed reactions. The director of the museum says that when he first saw it, he laughed. He knows that Hanning is known for his humoristic touch, but once that feeling had passed, the director said it was a wake-up call. They wondered where the money went because they couldn't see it reflect in the pieces. After all, there's a fine line between being touched by humor and being straight up pranked. So Hanning was taken to court, and now it's payback time. But he doesn't need to pay all of it back. Hanning has to return about $75,000 of the $86,000. He gets to keep the money that's dedicated towards his artist's fee and mounting costs. This is as bizarre as it gets. The museum got played and had to pay him a fee anyway. Well, this isn't the first time art has baffled the world. People pay exorbitant amounts all the time for art that simply qualifies as an oddity. Take this for example, a banana duct taped to a wall. It's Italian artist Maurizio Catalan's work, and guess how much it sold for? $120,000. This one is called Blue Fool. It's by Christopher Wool. We aren't sure who the fool is here, but this painting did sell for $5 million. Now, if you think this is his only pointless work, look at Riot. This one was sold for about $30 million. Yes, $30 million. Then there's this. It's called Untitled. It's by Cy Twombly. Of course, they couldn't come up with a name for this. It quite resembled what most of us did on our classroom blackboards in the 1st grade. Do you want to guess how much this one sold for? It may hurt your heart. He sold this painting for about $70 million. Honestly, we're just as confused as you are. But what can we say? That's art for you. It truly does lie in the eyes of the beholder. But when it's just a blank canvas, even the creative minds tend to get a bit confused. But then again, people did pay tens of millions of dollars for a bunch of squiggly lines. So nothing's for certain. And if you ever wanted to become an artist, this story is your sign.